I'm Charlene of the Rainbow Frequency, and this is Matilda. Well, on YouTube, you can't see. This is Matilda. I came on here prompted to share this guided meditation with you that came through while I was taking a bath. That's where some of my best meditation happens. So, if you feel called to perhaps listen to the meditation journey part in your bathtub, or take a seat, lie down, wherever you're comfortable. First, I'm going to chat a little bit about the energy that we've been in. We're in the midst, if you're watching this currently, of eclipse season in 2025. And it is something where we've been really digging deep into ourselves if we're doing the work, shadow work that is, self-reflection, looking at the patterns that we've been living in and deciding if that's something that we want to keep going forward with, if we want to make changes. Virgo is a season, which this is where our eclipses are at the moment. We had a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces in the midst of Virgo season, and then the next one is a second new moon in Virgo solar eclipse. And Virgo is all about being nurturing and of service, but most importantly to yourself. If you're only of service to others, then you're going to get drained really quick. So it's recommended to really nourish and feed yourself. I think of Virgo, not that it's limited to the female archetype, but being the pragmatic mother, the practical, observant of the big picture energy that can then tend to all the parts and pieces to create a foundation that's grounded and sometimes can fall prey to being a bit of a perfectionist, overachiever. But again, all things have a shadow and a light side, and it's about integrating them and balancing them so that we can operate at our best. I myself have been going through in the last few years something that felt like it would never end. I was given the image at one point of being in what they call the Chinese finger trap, where your fingers go into either side of this woven device, and the more you struggle and try to pull, the more stuck you are. And I kept being guided that I was waiting the right timing for things to come together, and the best thing to do was to relax. My spiritual journey has been an ongoing process of developing faith first and foremost in myself and my own design and my connection to spirit, to trust that connection to spirit. I didn't always start off being in this capacity of knowing what was coming through and where I was receiving information from and how it was a blessing and a gift that was meant to be shared. It was an ongoing process. I was very fearful of it in my early life. I mean, as a child, I was freely myself, and then I noticed as an empath that I made people uncomfortable. So then I dialed it back and held it in as best I could. And that became toxic. A lot of times when we hold back our true nature, it causes disease. Not a lot of times. It will. It will cause disease over time if you're not being true to yourself. I'm a recovering people pleaser, perfectionist, overachiever, and I used to be an obsessive planner, and I've learned to surrender and let the universe work through me and with me and for me. And not all of us are in situations where that's easy to do. However, I've found in my own situation, going within, nurturing myself, giving myself self-care through positive affirmations, doing yoga, spending time in nature, being in relationship with people that build me up and that it's mutually reciprocal. Those are where I have found the most healing. Meeting with a friend or someone where you have a conversation and there's resonance. Great healing takes place in that. And then the more you feed fear and anxiety, the more tense and stuck you become. This is illustrated beautifully in the Never-Ending Story, where Atreyu is in the swamp. I forget if it's the swamp of despair or something like that. And the more you give in to that fear, the further you sink down. Whereas the more you go in and connect through meditation, through prayer, through the time in nature, to the oneness, to creation, you'll find the solace there. And that's where we'll jump into the guided meditation portion, because that's where I feel the most held by the universe. I feel my support team. So I'm going to take you to my internal terrain where I go to heal and share it with you. So I hope you enjoy. It's my intention to help you holistically in your highest good in ways that delight you mind, body, and spirit, to release anxiety, stress, toxins, so that you can come back into wholeness beautifully as you are meant to in your best configuration. So take a deep breath, hold it momentarily, and exhale. Again, take a deep breath, hold it momentarily, and exhale. Nobody needs or wants you at this time. Deep breath in, hold it momentarily. Allow yourself to dissolve completely, relaxing wherever you are. Imagine roots growing down from your head as though you were lying on the ground, your hair extending out as roots sinking deep into the earth from your head, your neck, your shoulders, chest, down your back, torso, abdomen, pelvis, buttocks, down your hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet. Extending down your arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. Descending down through the layers of the earth, collecting nutrients and resources. Down, down they go till they reach an underground cave. There they slip in to a crystalline pool, further connecting to the crystalline grid, rehydrating, replenishing, then going down further still, intertwining to form a cord that then wraps around the heart center, the core of the earth, You give thanks for this support, and in exchange, all this vital energy travels back up through your roots, up through your chakra system, releasing any blockages and bringing you back to healthy balance as needed. Take a deep breath, hold it momentarily, and as you exhale, expand up, 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 past the clouds, through the atmosphere, all the way up till you reach the cosmos. There you connect to the Celestine grid, and go further still until you connect to your center or centers in the cosmos. You give thanks for this support, and in exchange, all this high vibrational energy washes back down through your etheric and physical body, down through your chakra system, feeding you nourishment and high vibrational love. You give thanks and receive the energies of above and below now flowing through you as they should, in, out, and back again, like blood flowing through the chambers of a sacred heart. You are grounded, you are centered, you are held with love by all that is. Take a moment to feel this peace and security humming through you and around you. Deep breath in, hold it momentarily, and as you exhale, allow yourself to take a journey with me, following my voice as a guide, letting yourself relax and flow wherever it is that your soul wants to go. Now be transported within a cozy cave where there's a fire and you're sitting around it. Watch the flames dance, further relaxing and feeling the connection with spirit. Allow your senses to stretch out and perceive your guides, guardians, and helpers, those who are here to hold sacred space with you and form your sacred circle. Allow yourself to feel them with you, perceive them as they come through, not overreaching, just relaxing into the feeling and the loving warmth, the community that you're a beautiful part of. Let them tend to you, nurture and care for you, as they are your supporters and loving caregivers. Feed the fire, watch it grow and dance. And then you rise and journey further with me out the entrance of the cave and down a path until you reach a beach. Again, relax and allow it to come in. Feel the sand beneath your feet and walk to the water's edge, the waves gently lapping over your feet and slowly covering them with sand. Take in the ocean, the horizon, and where it melts with the sky. Take in the colors that surround you, and what is there with you to hold space. Now lie down on the sand, your feet still being gently washed over, the tide slowly coming in until you're held within the tidal pool, floating there. And allow yourself to release to the waters any grief, any sadness that you hold, and allow the water to purify and heal you as it releases this from you. Deep breath in, hold it momentarily, and as you exhale, again arise from the tidal pool, shake off the water, and again any residual grief, sadness, despair. And then make your way up another path, going over the dunes, through a field, until you reach the edge of a forest. Walk into this forest, taking in the different trees around you, the plants. And as you make your way, take note of what you see around you, animals, insects, any of the beings walking with you, loving guides, guardians, and helpers, your allies, your spirit animals. And let, as you walk, the nature to surround you and bathe you in its antioxidants. Breathing in deeply and releasing any toxins, anything ailing your physical body. Release it through the soles of your feet as you walk, feeling the love of the earth and the elements coming up to replace what you're releasing so that you feel more grounded, stable, and secure. Deep breath in, hold it momentarily, and as you exhale, you keep walking till you get to a circle cut out in the center of the wood, a hedge grove. First, you walk past a ring of mushrooms, and then you walk through a ring of wildflowers till you get to the center where there are standing stones. Take a moment to feel the power of this space. Lie down on the ground amidst the wildflowers and the ground cover. This is the manifestation field. Release any feelings of lack or limitation in regards to what you are allowed to receive, and call in what is rightfully yours, what is given to you with love from creation, with gratitude. Allow it to flow to you, not grasping, but with faith, knowing it will reach you in proper time. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. Then you get up again and walk back into the wood till they start to thin. You walk through another field that then becomes rocky, and the plants also start to thin. You walk further still until you get to a desert. There, you look up at the sun and release anger, frustration, and hostility, any ire, resentment within you. Let it be burned away by the sun, another purifying element that then will also feed you with nourishing rays, high vibrational energy. Then you crouch and start to dig through the sand, digging a great hole until you reach a box. You pull it up and out of the sand and open it. Inside as a piece, a part of yourself, your soul, that you stored for safekeeping, that now you come back to, having healed, so that you may integrate and weave this piece back in so that you will feel more whole and comfortable within yourself. Again, you keep journeying through the desert till the vegetation starts to crop up again, growing thicker until you reach a jungle. You walk into the jungle, again taking in the different plants, trees, animals, birds, insects, all that is around you within this space. You find a place to sit. And then you call out, And then extend your psychic senses outward. And allow your power animal to come forward. Again, not striving, just feeling the energy that presents. Then you get up, walking further and deeper into the jungle till you find an inviting cave where you walk in, coming back to your fire, your sacred circle. You sit back down at this fire where you started. And then you relax, sinking into this connectivity, the oneness, calling back your power. You sigh out and expand, taking up your rightful space. Deep breath in. Hold it momentarily. And as you exhale, wrap yourself, swaddling yourself, ensconcing yourself within this sacred circle of high vibrational, loving energy, of nourishment and holistic well-being. This is your safe space where you can keep to your own energy, and your rightful connections to that which supports you and aids you on your journey, helping you be shielded and deflect anything not in your highest good. Deep breath in, integrating all of this together to take with you. Releasing further any tension, anything else needed to be released to the fire, transmuted, purified, and then journey all the way back to the here and now, to your physical body. Grounding yourself. Repeat it with me if you like. Again. When you're ready, wiggle, squinch, squirm, maybe rub your face and come back into the physical further. I hope you enjoyed this experience. I hope you feel less anxious, more centered and grounded. I'm here if you would like to work with me. I do events with people out in the world, all sorts of things. So I'm here. Best wishes, all the love. Be well holistically for yourself, exalting in your amazing design because you were made with great purpose. And get to know yourself, get to know what you're working with, and relish in the experience and the journey of growing into your full self. Have a great rest of your day.